Alright, what's happening, guys and gals? So, this is video 2.4, and we have equations of lines. Now, tonight we're going to be dealing with 3 different equations of lines. And today we're writing equations of lines given information. We're not graphing. So we have slope-intercept form, which we know is y equals mx plus b, m being my slope and y being my y-intercept. And then we have point slope form, which is y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. And then we have standard form, which is ax plus by equals c. Please keep in mind that a must be positive and a whole number. Alright, so to start, let's say I gave you the information. You have a slope of 3 and the line passes through the coordinate 4, -2. And I want your solution, I want the equation of the line in point slope form. Point slope form. Alright, so point slope form, we're focused on this one here, with 4 being x1, y1, and my m being 3. So I simply just put my pieces in my formula. Y minus y1, which is -2, equals my slope times the quantity x minus x1, which is 4. And make sure you simplify. Minus and negative is the same as plus. And bam, there we are. Alright, and we stop right there. If I say point slope form, we stop. Now, what if I gave you 2 coordinates? I said, alright, given in a line that passes through the points -2, 14 and -8, 22, write me the equation of the line in point slope form. Alright, so we need 2 pieces of information. We need a slope and a point, hence the name point slope form. So the first thing we got to do is calculate the slope. So I have y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So I get 8 over -6, which is -4/3. Now, it doesn't matter which point you pick. I don't care which one you pick. You get the same equation either way. Let's just pick this one because it's first. So that's my point, and that's my slope. So y minus y1 equals m times x minus -2, which is plus 2. Again, I asked for point slope form, so we stop right there. Alright, so point slope form is the easy one. Now, if I said you had a slope of 1/2 and passes through the point 0, -12, and I wanted it in slope-intercept form. Alright, now, in order to write in slope-intercept form, we need a slope. We got that. And we need a y-intercept. And if I'm correct, we got that too, right? We know x is 0, so I already have my b value. So simply y equals m times x plus -12 or -12 plus my b value. So that's the easier example. Now, what if I wanted it in slope-intercept form and I gave you 2 points? Let's go 14, -8, and 2, 16. So I want the equation of the line in slope-intercept form that passes through these 2 points. Alright, now, the first step is we have to find the slope. So I have y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So positive 24 over -10. Whoa, mistake. So I had 2 minus 14, which is -12. So my slope is -2. That makes a little more sense. Alright, now, the second step is we're actually going to write it in point-slope form first, because we can't jump right to slope-intercept form because I don't know what my intercept is. All I know is 2 points. So I have a slope of -2, and I'm going to choose the point 216 just because they're both positive. It might be easier to work with. So I'm going to write in point-slope form first. So y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. Now, to get to slope-intercept form, now all I have to do is solve for y. So I simply distribute my -2, -2x plus 4, and then get your 16 out of there. And now you have completed your third step, and your equation is in slope-intercept form. Now, I know I'm moving kind of fast, but I promised you this would be a short video tonight. So if you need to pause it and catch up on the notes, please do so. You have that ability. And we got one more equation to cover. All right. Now, that last equation we have is standard form. Standard form. Now, I did a general form up top, which was ax plus by equals c. All right, now again, the most important piece is a has to be greater than or equal to 0. All right, so it has to be a positive number. And we don't want it to be a fraction. It has to be a whole number. So in the event our lead coefficient is a fraction, we got to fix it. So we're going to do 2 examples and then we're finished here. 5y equals 8x plus 9. So we need it in this form. So let's get my x term over there. All right, so now I have -8x plus 5y equals 9. Now, I have it in the form I want. I have my x's, my y's equals my constants. Now, however, a is not positive. So to get rid of that negative, I have to multiply everything by a -1. And that causes me to have 8x minus 5y equals -9. And that's your solution. Your b and your c are allowed to be negative. However, your lead coefficient of a cannot. All right, now let's see what we get if we have one like with the fraction. Y equals 1/3 x plus 4. Now again, we got to get everything over to that side. We need that x term over there. Not everything, sorry, we're going to keep the 4. So I have -1/3 x plus y equals 4. Now, not only do I have a negative, but I also have a fraction. So to get rid of the fraction, we're actually going to multiply by 3. But to get rid of the negative at the same time, we're going to multiply by -3. So -3 times -1/3 gives me a positive 1x minus 3y equals -12. My a is positive. I'm in the form I want. And we're all set. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Come prepared, ready to go. We'll do some more difficult examples, and we're going to talk about direct variation also, which is something new for me. Signing off, this is Mr. Pete. See you tomorrow.